I mean, I know that you've talked about this before, Maureen. How important is it? And again, you mentioned the fact that you're now kind of in a business community in Quadras. How important has it been for you in terms of developing your client base to get into networks and again, this process of convincing people that you've got something that's of real value?
It has been the only way we've got business, really, is to, we started with our personal networks and we worked outwards from there. And I think we've only ever got business from two sources. One, from networks being personal or branched, and a very small amount directly from the website. And we haven't found another way of getting business. So we wouldn't have had any company or anywhere to go if we hadn't been involved in any number of networking, formal, informal, small, large networks. That's it. It's been the only way.
How have you made it work for yourself? Because you can go out and network and you can meet loads and loads of people, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're actually going to get anything out of it at the end of the day. I
think you've got to start by accepting that there is going to be a pipeline and a lead-in time, and nobody's going to walk up to you in a network meeting and then go, yeah, okay, you can come and do all my HR. And it's been a little bit of building up relationships on a longer term basis, and especially when you're dealing with people's staff and their HR issues and things, it's quite personal, especially to smaller business. If you've got a business with even 100 people, you can bet that the MD knows the names of the cleaners, and it's all very personal. And to admit there's problems or issues among staff, it's almost like admitting that there's issues with family or something. So it's about being discreet and understanding, and just not pushing people into it, because and building a reputation. I think the first 5 clients we ever got were the hardest to get, and then they've got slightly easier from there on in. The first one was definitely the hardest, because nobody had dealt with us on that sort of basis. It was just getting people to trust you over a longer period. There wasn't an instant fix to it.
So how do you protect that reputation?
With our clients?
Yeah.
I mean, how we're protecting it now, and this is the balancing act, is about delivering and doing what you say you're going to do. And it's one of the difficult things we find is getting the balance between business development and delivery. But I think the worst thing we could do is promise somebody something and then not do it. And I'm sure that, so we always do that, whatever it takes and whatever we have to. If we say we're going to do something and we're going to do it in a certain way, then that's what we do. And I think word has got around our clients that, yeah, if they say they do it or they can deliver this, they can. So it's not always convenient to do it either, but we do, yes.
And I guess Judith, you're further on, but as you develop, does that control over what you can deliver and the way you deliver it get more difficult? And particularly, you mentioned you've got a lot of people who are offset, you don't have immediate control over because they're not within the bounds of the offices.
That does cause us much of a problem, really, because we've got a professional team, and we're quite confident, have confidence in the guys we've got out there that they will do the job, and they don't need us breathing down their necks every minute of the day. But like Maureen's just said, it's the same no matter what the business is, and no matter what businesses everybody's got here. It's about being perceived to be reliable and professional no matter what you're delivering. And it's exactly the same for us. We are delivering £500,000, £750,000 projects, and we might have three on the go at any one time. but they've all got to be delivered when we say they're going to be delivered, even though some of them might be for the same client, they're for different divisions within that organisation, therefore we're dealing with different people, and they all see theirs as being the most important thing to them, to heck with everybody else's. So you can expand all you like, but you've got to remain focused on the delivery of whatever your product is, I would say.